Hey boys and girls, Pastor Scott from CBC, and I hope you're having a very wonderful day. As you know, we're taking the month of November to memorize the names of the books of the Bible. We're encouraging you to do it in kids' church, so we're singing fun songs and have great activities. We're encouraging you to do it at home, so we sent you home with this awesome poster that has the names of all 66 books of the Bible on it. Let me give you some advice on how to start memorizing the names of these books. There's two parts to the Bible, the Old Testament and the New Testament. The Old Testament was written before Jesus lived on the earth, and then the New Testament was written after. So let's just start with the Old Testament. Don't worry about the New Testament yet. I want you to read those names, and I want you to read the whole poster. Put this somewhere where you can see it by your bed or by your nightstand. I want you to read all of it, but don't worry about memorizing the New Testament yet. Let's start with the Old Testament. And let's do this. Instead of trying to memorize every single book all at once in the Old Testament, let's break it down into smaller parts. So here's my tip, right? Break it into smaller parts, and when you get those parts, it's going to be like little sets of books together. Say the names of those books together really fast so they stick together in your mind like a little chunk. And then we'll put all those chunks together and you'll know the Old Testament. Here's how I break it down for me. This is what works best for me. I take the first 5 books by themselves: Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. That's part number 1. And then this next section on the poster, it's books that are in red. And I divide this into 3 other parts. So not all together, but 3 parts. The first part is Joshua, Judges, Ruth. The second part is all of these books that have a 1 or a 2 in front of them. The way we say that is first or second. First and second Samuel, first and second Kings, first and second Chronicles. And then the next part is the next 3 books: Ezra, Nehemiah, Esther. So we've got 4 parts so far. And then we get down into the blue books, and these are the books that are poetry books. And I say all of them together real fast: Job, Psalms, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, Song of Solomon. Those go as a part. And then major prophets, we call them major prophets because the books are really long, and those are Isaiah, Jeremiah, Lamentations, Ezekiel, Daniel. And then the minor prophets, we call them minor because their books are a little bit shorter, and some of these names are kind of crazy. We don't use these names anymore, so it's kind of tough memorizing them, but do your best, and I'll try to help you with the pronunciation. I divide these minor prophets into 4 other parts, and each part has 4 names: Hosea, Joel, Amos, Obadiah, Jonah, Micah, Nahum, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, Malachi. And here's some things that help me remember each of those parts. The first part, you just kind of got to do the work to memorize Hosea, that he's first in the minor prophets. Hosea. And then I remember the next 2 because they're the only ones that only have 4 letters in their name: Joel and Amos. So Hosea, Joel, Amos, and then Obadiah. You just kind of got to remember Obadiah. I remember the second part because it starts with Jonah, and Jonah is real famous. He got swallowed by a big fish, and he got spit up on the desert, on the beach. So Jonah is easy to remember. After the first section, Jonah starts the second section: Jonah, Micah, Nahum, Habakkuk. That's a crazy name, but that's how you say it: Habakkuk. Jonah, Micah, Nahum, Habakkuk. And then the last part is actually kind of fun once you memorize it because it rhymes and sounds real silly when you say it all together. Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, Malachi. Kind of goes together, you know, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, Malachi. And that's a section. I say it fast and I keep it together. So don't try to memorize all the books all at once. Don't try to memorize a big long list of 10 or 12 or 15 books. Break it down into smaller parts. And what I just showed you is 9 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Work on the first part, get it pretty good, go on to the second part, and you'll do parts 1 and 2 together. And then once you get those pretty good, go to the third part, do 1, 2, 3 together. And you guys are young, your brains are strong and energetic. You can do this. I know you can. It's going to make your Bible reading so much more fun, and I can't wait to hear you recite your 66 books. Come find me in Kids Church and tell me what you've got so far, and we're going to do this whole thing together and have lots of fun. So I hope to see you very soon, and have a great time memorizing the names of the books of the Bible.